Well, new adventures await, buddy. There it goes!
Back is loaded, always knew it. From the beginning, I'm on it. This the moment I've been waiting for. Another level controlling. Where the cash at, where the bag at. I'm in love with the crime and I can change that. Money on my mind, money to the grave, money till I die. So, I don't wanna hear you shut your mouth. Put your hands in the air, you fucking clown. Give me all you got, yeah. Give me all you got, yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody, to another dev stream. It's me, Jack. I'm with Lynx and Yarg today, and we are just coming off the back of a playtest. So, how did it go, you guys? What do you think about it?
So, just to hello everyone, glad to be here. Just to catch up people that were not aware of. So, Playtest is actually Steam way of giving access to users to application that is otherwise in early stages of development, or in some stages of development, or like I don't want to say early access because it's not definitely that, but just to give you a taste. So we did that over the weekend. It started Thursday afternoon, if I'm not mistaken, correct? And ended up yesterday. We had 2,800-ish active users that were given access to the game over the weekend, which we are very thankful that originally we were thinking like 500 people will probably join up or something like that.
It's a big difference.
So yeah, it is superseded my expectations. So thank you very much. We got a lot of data out of this.
Lot of bucks.
Well, why I wanted to do this so much and why I'm glad that we did this is that we here are testing the game, obviously. We also have an outside vendor and the 505 is helping us, but these are all very specific networks and we are usually, or we are all at the SEMNAT type gate, and we just don't have enough hardware configurations, not a lot of variation, and the internet is usually like high grade, you know, like high performant because the offices need it. And we found out that some things work better than expected and some things unfortunately work worse than expected. So shout out to Transfixer because he called us awesome devs, so thank you for that. And I'm just now we are discussing what we can do. We committed some fixes. We will be testing them, and we will see if we will be able to get them into the update 9, which I would really want to do. That day, yellow was mine. Didn't you see the opening?
Now that Yark has begun to eat, it seems like a good time to ask you. You had your finger up a second ago. Did you have something you want to chip in about the
I would
playtest?
call it closed beta test.
Closed beta test,
Let's say.
playtest. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for joining. What do you think the reception was like for people, on the most part?
Perfect.
Perfect.
I was watching, the Discord and also X, and I was surprised how much positivity we received in the last days.
This goes not only last days, but you are actually amazing in this. Like, you have been with us for over a year now. Some of you, most of you, I would even say, and we are very glad that we have this community that we have. And that being said, as I said, we have some issues that we are still looking into, mainly the I would say higher ping related issues, mainly the ladder. We know about this, guys. Programmers have been punished thoroughly.
Severely.
And also there is some issue with high latencies with the equipment. Sorry, English second language. So please don't punish me.
But we are doing stuff to mitigate those things.
Yeah.
And when do you think we'll be in a state where it's,
We are building an experimental build now to take a look at it. Hopefully we will be able to give something to testers tomorrow, to guys that are participating in our closed beta test.
Even closer one. Yeah.
Even closer one, and we have some of the fans that are helping us with this. And maybe we will change Dragon Dog's mission a little bit. It is like fallback scenario for me, so the ladder does not obscure or does not prevent players from finishing the missions. So that's it.
And piggybacking off of that, we are getting pretty close to the Steam release here. It's going to be next week.
Next week, Tuesday.
Oh yeah. And
If you want wish list,
yes,
Jackie,
yeah, wish list. Yeah. But
it helps us a lot.
we're getting close. How are you guys feeling about it? We're pretty excited, obviously, but it's getting
Anxious.
anxious as well.
We are
Everybody's
proud.
working very hard. in
We
the
are very
office.
proud to have a very good version of the game, very well playable, well balanced, and I think very fun to play. Much better than what we used to have back in the day, last year. So thanks for all the support that you guys have given us in the last year, and now the fruits of that thing will be taken, right?
That is how the saying goes. The fruits of that thing will be taken. So, and so, can you explain the QR code going on?
So
TV
if you
for
scan the
people?
QR code, it will take you to the wishlist page of our.
It will actually take you to the Steam page, and then there is a little button like wishlist, and if you click on it,
Click on that.
you will be part of our wishlist community. You can also click the follow button, which you will be part of our follow community, and this is very good for us. Very good.
Yeah, so if you guys wouldn't mind helping us out in wish listing, that'd be awesome. We'll probably remind you a couple more times in the stream because it's very important to us. But thank you for all of you who have already done it. Today, what's the plan, you guys? We're going to be talking a little bit about the frequent questions that have been coming at us from the community on Discord and stuff, because since we're getting close to the Steam release, we kind of want to just give out some information that might be a little bit more obscure or niche about Crime Boss. So, anything else you want to add to it to explain about what we're going to be doing today, Mark?
Well, it should be like a introduction for new players to Crime Boss single player. We'll give out some tips about how to start the game, how to set up the game, how to play the game.
Usually it's good to click on the icon or selecting on console, but
Yeah.
So
there might be something
Click
that
start.
your friends might have an issue with, so maybe I will give you some tip that wouldn't occur to you. I was gathering wisdom from our programmers, and I am ashamed to say some things didn't click before.
And I think we should also recap like the happenings of the last week, right? We have announced the Steam
The price point, yeah.
price point.
Mhm.
There was actually a question if we know how much will be the DLCs after the free period is done, which I would like to just point out because there was some confusion. If you will claim the DLCs when they are free, they will be free forever for you. You will just claim them and they will be yours, just so you know. And after that, I actually don't know from the top of my head. Do you know?
Well, I think if you check the prices of the DLCs now on the actual other platforms, I would guess that could be the prices of
Might
these.
return back to the original price.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is still very affordable price, I would say. But we really want everyone to join the Crime Boss next week. So basically, buy the game or join the game if you have it already, and claim the DLCs. So you are there with everything, and you can play.
You guys should have a pretty nice window for you to be able to claim those DLCs, so just make sure you get it while you can. We'll probably update you guys with information about when that will end and whatnot in the future.
Yeah, we are not allowed to
Disclose anything.
We actually don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I think it will be not minutes or not hours. It
Yeah.
will be more like days, I guess.
There is a question: how do we get Travis Baker for multiplayer?
That was probably one of a frequently asked question that we're gonna answer as well throughout the stream,
Okay.
but it's in this chat now, so
So I think what you need to do is you need to have update 9, and you need to finish the campaign once, if I'm not mistaken.
Successfully.
Successfully, like win it, you know.
But there will be the difficulties, so you can just go with on the low difficulty.
So
Medium.
if you win the campaign, you will get a reward in a form of golden magazine, which gives you the special skin for the boss.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
all right, Lynx, what do you think? Do you want to play while we start?
Well, I wouldn't play. I would start with the tips for the how to run the game.
Sure.
If you have an issue.
Mhm.
So first of all,
Jackie, can we have a screen?
well,
Maybe without us for a moment.
no, okay. So game can be hungry. Our game can be hungry, obviously. So you should be aware of what is the weak point or the weaker point in your computer. It might be the drive. So if you have SSD and HDD drive, it is better, obviously, to play it on SSD. If you don't, it's still manageable. If your GPU may be a little bit slower, just make sure that you don't have something that is eating your GPU as well. I don't know, if you don't need OBS or other streaming thing on, just turn it off. Same comes for the Internet Explorer tools such as Chrome and what's not, that may eat a lot of your resources. Actually, depends how many tabs you have opened and what's not. So that's that. If you are playing with friends, it is just good practice with the peer-to-peer games for the friend with best internet connection to host the game. If he also happened, or she also happened to have the strongest computer, only better, but the internet connection might be actually good for preventing some of the issues that we might actually experience within the game. So,
Okay, so let's look at the options a little bit.
if the game does not perform as you would expect, the first and easiest thing to do is just to try to go too low. If it will improve, if not, there might be an issue somewhere else, obviously. But if you are just trying to iron out some stuff, I would go for playing HDR full screen, not necessarily 4K. If you have a 4K monitor, this is something I learned today. If you use super sampling, it actually may help the performance. So I was stupid enough not to understand that it will actually downscale. And then you can just go through different options, such as if you want to play on performance side, just turn off the VSync. But I cannot play without VSync, to be honest, because the occasional tearing just hurts my eyes too much. So that's that. stick the option to have prologue, shootout, and release cutscenes. Hate vaulted stuff. I don't think I understand what you mean. So if you could just elaborate on that, CEO.
Oh, okay, I see what they mean. The prologue shootout, I think he means the previous branch bank on top with Travis Baker and and that stuff.
It will come back with all the cutscenes, with all the missions,
Okay.
but not in update
No.
9.
Okay.
But good question.
Gold Cup, Heist going to pay more. We are looking into that. It was pointed out to us. So we want all the missions to have value for you to play. So talking about it. Enemy spotting things through walls across the map. Yeah, we have identified some, and some of those were not like awesome. I assume. Scenarios.
Links, can we get back
Yeah.
to the
Yes.
things?
Sorry. Well, I just want to answer questions. Sorry about it. Well, but I don't know. I don't have too much actually to speak about more. Like that's it.
Okay. Maybe you can also mention that you can change the background in the main menu.
Yes, you can. If you go to the game, but it doesn't affect the performance in game. Just saying. Yes. So you can go actually here and do whatever you have available.
Nice.
Those are based on the DLCs, which again will be free. And then there is the new one that we did for the update 9, which is the default. Also, some players, when we are at that, chose to change their priority of actions. So if you think that you would rather want to interact rather than reload, or vice versa, you can all
Some controls.
find it here somewhere. I don't remember where it was. Here. Just saying.
And what does that do again?
Prioritize hitting the use and reload is the same key or the same button specifically.
I see.
So if for some people, not that many people, it makes sense to be able to reload with less priority than the use.
Understand.
We will be looking into another approach to this after update 9 anyway, but just so you know. Random option for backgrounds to it. There could be a random option, I guess, in the future.
Yes.
It's not a bad idea. I don't
And
think
actually, when I was thinking about it, maybe you can include also some very easy to load and super,
performance-based, performance-oriented.
yes, like a very flat menu background, just for people who like to play every day and don't want to spare like 2 seconds of loading the menus and so on. Maybe. Anyway, shall we play?
Shall we?
We got a
So-
couple other questions. Will big heists such as Dragon Dogs be getting more RNG added to them? That's from Malo, 1471. Great year.
Yes, we want to add more traditional heists. We want to add actually everything. We wanted to go a little bit cyberpunky vibe with this. I mean, like the setting is a little bit different,
But I think the question is whether the big heist will be more randomized.
Next big heist.
That's from Tanis Gaming. Will future
Yeah.
heists be more like Gold Cup or Kenyali's Order? Well, I do really like the Kenyali heists. I think the game doesn't benefit the best from the highly scripted missions and should have more
Doesn't.
open-ended heists with RNG to spice things up.
Yes, and I think we want to do that. Correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
we would like to go more towards immersive. What's the
Immersive.
Storytelling.
immersive sims? Kind of approach. Yes, immersive sim, like where you can do, your objective and you can select the ways how to do it. This is what we would like to do. Like we have already experimented with that in, Compound, for example, quite nicely.
Yark, what's your favorite heist? Antonio Balsamo wants to know.
My favorite heist, I would say Hidden Vault.
Hidden Vault.
Yeah, it's maybe because it was our first one and we've tested it like for a year.
Battles are actually like port plunder. I like those. Hidden Vault is.
Okay.
We have a lot of history.
So guys, this is the plotline selector. As you can see, here is the roguelite campaign. Like the roguelite campaign contains basically everything randomized, and it's the most useful thing to play because you have interesting things happening.
More RNG.
Yes, more random. Whilst the other ones, these are the DLC plot lines. They look like the campaign, the roguelike campaign. They actually have the similar rules, but what is different is that they always start on the very beginning with the plot line that leads to the big heist, which means in Gold Cup it's the Gold Cup plot line. And
Cagnali's order would be the Cagnali.
Yeah. So
that makes sense. It's easy to remember. So.
And also the map is predefined, and also in Cagnali's order we have decided to give you a lot of like unique heisters randomized in the beginning, even if you don't have them unlocked. So it give you like a taste of what you can get with these heisters. And so, but if you play roguelite,
Now there's difficulties.
now there is
I was
difficulties.
already playing with them.
So they give you different settings for the shootout and stealth. It's not recommended if you have not played the game before. You should start with normal difficulty, definitely,
For me, it's not recommended at all.
because it's just more difficult.
Yep.
And so roguelite, in roguelite you can get Gold Cup as well. You can get also the Cagnali Order missions, but you can get also the other ones.
Real quickly, because I don't want to miss his question. I think he asked it twice. ConWolf95 says, will there be more variation to the Turf War takeovers other than shoot-up scenarios?
Right now, in update 8, I believe already there is a possibility to neutralize.
So yeah, in update 8 there is a possibility to neutralize or take some turfs using heisters, so not the army. So you are
Sabotaging
most likely
vehicles
doing
or something.
stealth mission with these guys,
Yeah.
and obviously it can turn out into loud, but it's a little bit different. And in update 9 we have added quite a lot of variations of the environment.
But it's still shootout.
It's still
the point.
shootout, yes.
I-
And also in update 9, what is important is that now the heat also affects the rules of the turf wars. So if heat is on the first mark, first sheriff's badge, it goes just you fight with just the gangsters. If there are 2, you are fighting the captain. Then with 3 there is captain and some reinforcements with the gangsters. Then there are 2 captains, and then there will be also a SWAT.
Random encounters
ambush.
with SWAT. That's wonderful. Highly appreciate it.
So let's go. Start.
There is one more question I would like to answer. Is console performance getting improved? Yes, we are working on that. There was some optimization of shadows actually for update 9, and I think you should be satisfied. I hope you will be satisfied with this.
Yes. So we have done quite a lot of optimizations for update 9.
Yes.
This was actually quite a lot of focus there. Also because of the Steam Deck, which almost works and is almost certified. We'll see whether we will have the tick box from Valve, but it's on its way. Maybe we'll have it, maybe not, but it's working.
Mattels are played on Steam Deck, I see.
Yeah, he does. He posts a lot of pictures from that, and we have also Arosa who plays on ROG Li. Also good.
So Malo 1471, we are actually looking into that as well. Not for update 9, but our art team is now trying to make the game.
Maybe we should just make sure that we're reading out the questions for people in the other chats who aren't seeing them.
Apologies.
Yeah, so 90 gigabytes for a Steam Deck game, though, is a bit much. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we are looking into that as well, trying to reduce the big textures that are not necessary and what's not. So stay tuned for later a little bit. But this is an issue and we acknowledge it.
Holy smoke, so many questions coming in. From Duryog. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can pronounce that. Sorry if this was asked before, but will the performance be fixed for consoles in the near future?
Yeah, so this is what I was just talking about. So I hope that you will be satisfied with what we have done for update 9. It's a never-ending story with the optimizations, but we are quite hopeful that there will not be any significant issues actually.
So Matt Helzer is also reminding that first launch took a little bit more time for shaders to compile.
Yes, that's true.
We are actually trying to include these shaders in the version.
It depends on what you click, but also with more people on Steam, they should be redistributed between people. This is something that we actually are now in the review with another version that should help a bit with that. Shader compilation. We don't have that message at this point in time. That's a very good point.
Okay.
All right.
So
you're up.
Let's play normal difficulty roguelite, I would say.
Roguelite, not
Yes.
Kagnali's Order. I
No,
thought we
no,
were
no,
playing
no.
the new thing. Okay. So I can suck in roguelite today.
Yes, you can suck in
Wonderful.
roguelite today, just because we have, I think, streamers that are playing as well. So, if anybody has,
Come on. He showed us.
Take a...
have any of you guys been seeing any of the stuff from Cagnoli's Order? Have you liked what you've seen? Have you played it with the?
Green.
Money. How much is
The new DLC is coming out next Tuesday. It will be for free if you have the game, if you buy the game.
It's
Oh,
useless
yeah.
without the game.
Another comment quick. We got this on the community event on last week. Will the DLC be free on other platforms aside from Steam?
Yes.
Yes, they will. They will be free on all platforms.
Okay, so let's talk about the single player campaign for a bit. So the goal of the game is to conquer the whole city. So you can see either eliminating all the rivals or taking all the turfs. So if we go back on the map, and you can see that our Travis Baker, if you hold Y, you can get city detail.
Looks like a little puss, but
So Travis, this is us, blue color.
It's me.
Only one territory right now, and basically the goal of the game is to get all of the 30, get there, and then if you click a little bit, so you can see the others. Sheriff has just police stations. Then there's Yellow,
Hello.
4 turfs, Khan, the Mongolian warlord.
I
4.
respect Khan actually.
Yeah.
I think he deserves his own DLC.
Dola Dragon and Cagnali. There were some questions whether we will get Italian mobsters back. We don't comment on that right now. So
It's very nice of you to read the question. Just
We've
like
gotten this question a lot.
camera
it's-
is off.
we are listening. We are listening. So okay. So what you should do on the beginning is like look at these territories which are available to you around, and you can capture them with just 10 soldiers without any
Risk.
effort. So
Well, there's still 10 soldiers.
first,
like,
first
have
of all,
10.
let's speak a little bit about the difference between team and army. So team, it's the heisters that you have, like the specialists that you can send to do heists. basically these guys are earning you money, or sometimes they can capture
These are
the
my
trade.
operatives, and I haven't seen saddest bunch in my life. Okay, tuna is fine. I like tuna.
Yeah, he's good. He's got good weapons and good cluster grenades, right?
Oh, he has a cluster.
So then, this is the team. This is the heisters, the operatives. So we have 4 guys. They can do one action every day. So basically, the game is divided into days, and every day you can do one action with these guys. Well, there is an exception. Travis Baker, he can do 2 actions every day, which means that he can go to heist twice. And he has also special reward in update 9, which is he has like a bonus 50% of money. So you earn a little bit more money when you are.
Wasn't it 8 already?
No, it's 9.
I'm sorry, it's just
So
time flies.
you are really. It's good to play with Travis. The problem is that if he dies, then campaign is over.
So the 50% bonus is new to update 9?
Yes.
We should repeat that just to make sure everybody hears. When you're playing as Baker and you
Yeah,
bring him on
we'll-
missions,
we'll-
to kind of incentivize you to bring him.
So
It's a risk reward thing.
risk reward.
I agree. I play with Baker.
Okay.
I play Baker. all the time.
let's go back to the map.
I wanted to ask who is this while we are doing it. Whatever.
So on the map you can see army. So these are the actual gangsters that you send to do the turf wars. So there is this little boat icon. It's not very visible, and if you click on this boat, this is like super important function, because here you can buy or purchase or recruit more soldiers. There is like a cap daily. So
Do it every day.
do it every day. It pays.
A boat a day keeps sheriff away.
And then the boat.
Is this your account or is this Jackie's?
I have no
This
idea. I
one
was
guy?
like,
No,
it's just
no,
IGS bought something. It's our testing account, but
Okay, gotcha.
So
it was a good purchase. I will do it anyway.
Links have purchased 6 gangsters.
Which doesn't hold any.
So now,
Thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
normally
Okay.
it would be good to like conquer these turfs. So yeah, you can do that, for example.
So I am strategically taking turfs to stop ILO's, what's his name,
Good thing we got to it first. Now hold it good
progress
and tight.
into my general direction. Because I can do only 2.
Now, realistically, maybe spending the money on 6 soldiers isn't the greatest move.
But tomorrow I will have another 6, so I'll have more than 30.
For example, here, Lynx could have waited for Hielo to take the upper left
This one?
turfs, yeah, this one and the other one, and then attack just the one, and because there is this function that you can, if you attack one turf, you can conquer 2. So maybe we can try it with this one.
Which one?
This.
What?
I think he's out of soldiers.
No, I'm not attacking Cagnali.
you are not?
That's not happening.
So now, as you can see, he doesn't have enough soldiers. Only 8, and the minimum is 10 for the mission, for the turf
For the
assault,
attack mission,
for conquering. So it means that all the turf missions have been like shaded out, so they are still visible. So you can see the nearby things that you can attack,
Okay.
but you cannot because.
You
And
can-
and if you look here, there is also important thing. This is like a summary of the of your army, Graves. This is like your guys. It's like Baker, you, and you are on tier 1.
Which means not very good. No
This
bueno.
means naked chests and pistols
That's a fashion choice. Like
and the melee weapons and pistols,
Yeah.
which is kind of okay sometimes, but not against Skudos of Cagnali, which is tier 3. So heavy automatic weapons and stuff.
they tough.
And you can also see 21. It means that there is approximately 21 opponents there. So if you send 10
But that doesn't mean that there's necessarily going to be 21 opponents, though.
they can be, as I said, reinforcements and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jackie, can you just remove us from the screen? Because, yeah, thank you.
So
Morales84, are you going to address that? Do you mind just telling us which one to address? Do you mean the question before it? Is it me or is there a shotgun
from
Kenny?
Cagnali in the weapons locker when playing Dragons? It was new to me. Shotgun from Cagnali? No, I don't think so, but it may be from the DLC, from the heavy hitters.
Or
There are the DLC weapons are actually just given to some enemies that you can pick them up from the ground, or they can be found from lockers. So it is possible that you have found something that you did not purchase, but we just want you to be able to experience it anyway.
All right.
My previous message. I don't know what your previous message was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not on the screen.
If you
anymore.
can copy paste it.
there is a question from Khan Wolf 95 whether there will be possibility to somehow customize Baker's gang in his story. Not in the moment. Now he's using Graves, which are like Nasara's fighters from the island, the pirates from the island. So this is the story thing now. Maybe in the far future there may be something like a customization of character, but it's not even on the table yet.
Okay, so the copy paste is on PS5, many bugs, glitches and crashes, which I just want to point out that we are actually using the same base. This is not like we have a PS5 version of the game in our repository. We are doing all. So,
but the playtest, for example, was made from update 9.
9, yes.
So PlayStation users will get a big update next Tuesday.
Yes.
So there will be a lot of fixes, a lot of optimizations done there.
Yes. So we are not doing it in a way that we would just focus on Steam now or the PC in general, and then do some changes for PS 3 months from now. We are just doing it all at once, basically.
So actually all the Steam Deck optimizations that have been done will actually be very useful for Xbox and PlayStation users.
More Xbox, but yeah.
Sure, be plenty of people will be happy to hear that. This is actually a really common one that you see on Discord and Reddit and all the other socials, which you can follow us on, by the way. In multiplayer, will we get the option to customize the weapons and equipment of our bots? Once again, like we did in previous versions. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that coming in Update 9, or do we have plans for that in the future?
Single player?
To customize the equipment of your bots in the multiplayer.
You can customize your boss.
You can customize
but the question is about the bots.
the bots.
So
No.
So
they are absolutely not going to be customized.
Mhm.
They are supposed to be like a special sets of characters with special skills and equipment. We'll be tuning the equipment. We will be tuning the perks. And let's play some mission, I guess.
So what do you want to play? You want to break in? Do you want to play robbery? What do you want to play?
Do gas station.
So
Or
pilfer
Hylo's
Hylo's loot. I want to
I haven't
pilfer
even seen
Hylo's
that
loot.
one.
What pilfer is? Yeah.
So there was a question. Yeah, play. So take Travis Baker. You see the 50% loot there. This is like the bonus. You can see it there. Actually, for such a mission, you don't need so many characters. You need to be basically, as you will explore the game, you will see which missions are difficult and which missions are not. So you will adjust your difficulty by taking 1 guy, 2 guys, 4 guys, depends. And there was also a question about how to recognize which missions is stealth and which is not. I would say most of the missions are starting in stealth.
But you get the occasional one with the branch bank and stuff.
Sometimes the branch bank can start in
loud.
But this will be indicated in the icon. There is like a little
eye figure with an X on it.
I think that's the stealth marker.
That's the stealth marker?
I think so.
Okay.
And the armored truck.
Will it just have an eye on it, and that'll be like you're going to be seen?
Yeah, there's something on the icon. But most of the like 95% of the missions they start in stealth.
I don't remember how is the ping on the controller.
I think it's up on D-pad.
Yes, up.
It is fine, wonderful. I normally play on.
So you can scout around in every occasion, and
Mochi asks, how can I upgrade tier for my soldier? Been trying to
Great.
test,
Great point. Great question.
but having a hard time fighting against tier 2, 3 with numbers. But it was really fun. Glad that you enjoyed it. You go to goals if you're talking about the roguelike campaign. You go to goals and call touchdown, and he will give you sometimes a mission, in which case that you can collect funds so you can upgrade.
There is a cutscene about it and what's not. So yeah.
So this goal is available only after you conquer a certain amount of territories. So it's not available on the beginning. So you need to get certain amount of control over Rockay, and then it will become available.
I am not happy about
So if you are
Nice.
Not nice.
so Lynx tried a stealth approach.
No, I didn't.
You tried.
He first scouted the territory. He was like
I failed miserably.
marking the enemies so we can see them. Just the note, this is not so easy in the high difficulties because you have limitation on these pings and they also fade out after some time.
Yeah.
But for
I should have reconfigured the options, the controls, because this is not bringing me joy feelings. Come on! For example, there is crouch on hold for some reason.
yes, you should have, but you can even you can even configure it now, right?
I don't wanna. Now I'm playing.
You are playing, okay. So this mission, you can just go around and take out the enemies in stealth and finish it in stealth.
Did you get any of the loot? Or Tuna grabbed it for you?
I also have something like we're not watching even. Like, why am
Sorry,
I
I'm
bothering?
keeping tabs on the chat going on.
Sure.
There's a lot of people that are putting in recommendations, and maybe Jackie, could you put in the Discord, a link to the Discord, just because we have channels on there where you guys can put your recommendations on, and we get to come back to them and read them all the time and take them into account. Thank you, Jackie. Big
This is
thumbs
more
up.
stressful than normal. I don't know why. Like,
So, small mission, 2 guys. It's good to take one bot because he's very useful in taking care of bags. You can also
crowd control.
he can
do
also
a lot.
control the civilians. You can give him commands to subdue guards, and also if you fall to down states, he can revive you. So it's useful.
For how I messed this up, I'm not even mad.
All right, so what's changed?
So now you can see, like every time you play a mission, you see the heat is going up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the. Can you?
You
Link,
got 3 badges up there.
can you show with the cursor the heat?
There.
This is the heat. So it's going up every day, and then the next day it's like restarted to
It's
1.
going up every mission,
Yeah.
not every day. Every day something else is going up.
And what this means is that the next mission that you play on that day will be more difficult. So and the difficulty is when you go in loud, the police will be more alerted, so more special units will come, and it's not very easy to play when you have shielders and heavies attacking you. But if you manage to do it in stealth, it doesn't matter. So I often try the last mission in the day just with Baker because I still have him available, and I'm trying to do it in stealth. But then I can really be in trouble if I somehow don't manage the stealth.
Antonio Balsamo says, why does Wiz missions not appear?
So we had a bug in update 8 that I think third mission would not spawn. This will be fixed on Tuesday. Also, there was an issue with Ranger being super hard, actually not finishable at the end because there was a problem with cutscene. I think this should be also fixed. Oh, it is. Apologies. I just really wanted a donut.
Yeah, you guys.
I really wanted it, and every time I touch it, Jackie just switches on us.
Cool.
Okay.
Will more tier perks be coming in 9.0?
So what we have also changed in update 9 is that the unique heisters, the big shots, they have more perks from start, so we don't need to level them up. So they are actually more usable.
But can you level them up?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
I think. Yeah.
it's fun. Why do you level up?
When you use characters in missions, they gain experience, and it takes them about, I don't know, 2-3 missions
Before you can
level them up.
Mhm.
It costs a little bit of money, and that's it. And they gain a little bit of health boost, little bit of some I think shooting proficiency, and then some random perks or updates of the perks.
Speaking of that, I saw a question about it
Damn guard.
on one of the channels today. Somebody was asking what stuff in the roguelite carries over onto your next playthrough, on your next run. Assets.
And boss
And boss
perks.
cards. Yeah.
Boss perks, boss cards. There was also a question, what are these classes or the class perks of the characters and what they do. So since update 8 we have classes or perk classes, Merc, which is the damage dealer. He is he has some better values for giving damage when shooting, but he's a little bit less usable for stealth because the recognition bar is faster, and he's, I would say, a normal value of health and normal value of speed, whilst the brute has more
There you go.
Much
hit
more
points,
health.
and he's slower. That's the disadvantage. And the thief is more stealthy. So basically all the stealth indicators, they are running slower, so you can actually manage to pass the guards and gangsters in stealth more easily than with the other classes. And he's also faster, but he has less health, and he shoots doing a little bit less damage. So these are the three main archetypes of these generic.
Is the brute how is
This guy should be fired. He was looking at me like.
what are you doing here?
On the fucking floor.
That might actually be one of the lines. Hey,
Down, motherfucker. In case you start thinking you're
so the brute, does he have what's his detection speed difference? Is it's like his only buff that he's got more health?
He's like on a regular meter.
goddamn
Like
guard.
he's faster recognized than thief, but slower recognized than merc. And then we have these special characters, these guys with story. We call them big shots, and they have special settings for these, and it's more defined by their perks because they have already a lot of perks. The perks are randomized, so you can end up with I don't know, Merc getting a ghost perk, which is good for stealth,
Jack on the ground, asshead.
or you can get the thief with ghost perk, for example, which means that he will be even stealthier. So
Do you think he will go in? Shit.
so what is also important is that
get dead.
Gangsters you can eliminate without any punishment, but guards you need to subdue, which means you need to approach them.
You don't need to.
You need to
I killed
approach
one of
them
them already.
stealthily and then
Down or get dead.
punch them with the F button or X button on the controller, for example, and then zip tie them. Because if you kill them, you will get a strike. So strikes, these are the exclamation marks in the corner. This is like if you do something suspicious in the mission. It could be if someone is killed, if you break the camera, or if you are basically jumping in front of a, I don't know, bank clerk in the bank. It will be also
Suspicious behavior.
suspicious behavior. Actually, bank clerk will not give you a strike. It will complain to a guard,
Yep.
and then you will receive a strike.
So if you can stop them before getting to the guard, make sure you do
You can
so.
start, yes. Also, if the civilian runs away from you when being like in panic, away.
It won't
from the
immediately
From the map, yeah.
bring the law. It'll
you will receive one strike. In the past, we used to have alarm already, like for
one civilian
One
getting away.
runny.
one runner, but that was a little bit too difficult.
Well, was it? I don't know.
I guess
So-
I guess it'd be the realistic thing, right?
Well, at the end, like in Rockay, there is so much crime that one
True,
person doesn't
yeah,
bring.
yeah.
You know, one sparrow doesn't bring this spring or what they
Yeah.
say. Like at least two people, at least three people
Right.
to
Yeah.
complain.
Yeah. With the
Like,
level of crime going on around
it's
your
like
city,
so
you don't want to be
what?
the blabbermouth.
You're alive,
yeah.
aren't you? Go home.
Absolutely.
So as you can see, Lynx is already ready to go, but he is
I have Baker.
he's using the fact that he has not been detected by the guards. He's
This
still
time,
in stealth, so there is no heat, there is no police coming at him. So he's like really emptying the whole map from all the loot, which then multiplied also with Baker, he will get
Money.
extra money, which is useful. Money is always useful,
So
and I think you should throw the bag inside.
I just
Some
think that I
questions.
have found the bug actually.
Is it?
Yes, because I have thrown the stuff and the bug stayed on.
Okay, okay.
So thank you for just noticing and saying it on stream. It's fine.
Oh man, there's so many questions coming in. Holy smokes.
So read them.
Yes.
You speak English.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I can't read it very well though. It should be a full alarm. Flavio says this. Long time fan.
Flavio.
Yes,
Hey,
we
Flavio.
have to. We have to. It should be a full alarm for one person running, at least on extreme. Not a bad recommendation.
I agree with that actually. I would say that on all, but we have philosophical discussions about this sometimes.
Will there be any tuning in the XP gain on the missions with update 9, or will it be the same?
XP tuning.
Yeah.
So let's talk about XP. So when you play the mission, any mission, single player, multiplayer, you are getting an XP, which is like an account XP, which is like you see right now on the screen. Well, you don't see the screen, but right now on the screen you see level 34 and a little bar underneath it. So every time you finish the mission, you are getting rewarded for this XP. If you are playing on higher difficulty or extreme difficulty, it's multiplied. Also, there are some multiplication when you do, for example, shuffle mode. There is like a series of missions, one after another. So there is some kind of multiplication. And yes, we have rebalanced the XP for some missions. It was noted on the Discord, and we have fixed that. And this is basically affecting the account level, which is basically the progression system. When you level up there, you get these 3 magazines, and you are able to choose one of the rewards there. There was also a question how these rewards are basically being chosen. It's not completely random. There are some rules. For example, in lower levels, you don't get certain higher rarities, or sometimes you get a rarity, but only once per like 10 levels. So there are these rules. You can never have 3 same categories, only twice the same category. And sometimes the bonus is forced. For example, in level 10, you will always have possibility to unlock Ranger or Jupiter, or there is something on the 3rd place. So there was a discussion with some guy how to unlock Jupiter. So if you have not chosen her in level 10, then you can get her later randomly. This guy actually made it in level 68, so a little bit further away. So this is the account level, and it's being calculated in single player and multiplayer. And then there is also the boss level, which is something that we used to have there from the beginning. If you can, links, move to the entourage. So this page is showing the boss level, which is like the single player level of Travis Baker. So now in this account, which we are playing with, the level is on 17th. And every time you level up, you can choose one of these golden cards, and this gives you some permanent perks for your characters. For your
why, Jarek? How do you level up?
How do you level up? So you level up either by buying assets. So here, go down. You can buy these assets. For example, if you do office upgrade or lamp.
Oh, I can do office upgrade actually.
Do office upgrade.
This is my hard-earned money.
And you see, level up. So now it's level 18. So you can now select one of the permanent perks. So this is very. This is one thing that you should be doing. Like when you have some money, you can invest them into assets to level up. And then when you finish the campaign, either with failure or victory, you will also receive
More boss cards.
some XP for the boss, like boss point, which gives you cards. So sometimes, depending on how well you played, you can actually level up, I don't know, 5 times. So you can get 5 cards in after finishing one run.
Right.
So, and these are pretty useful because, for example, there are perks that you start with more territories, or you start with more soldiers, or Baker's more stronger, or so on.
More stronger.
Stronger, more stronger, even more.
Okay.
More.
Okay,
Okay,
you are
okay.
talking beautifully, but long.
You should be playing, I don't know.
I
No,
was.
you did a great job, but you explained it like perfectly, like every
Everything,
single
yes,
detail that you could
guys,
possibly
said it
ever
all,
know
man.
about the
I
boss
promise
cards.
that I
You
will not
know
have
it
a
now.
PowerPoint. We don't have a PowerPoint, but we are watching at
You
the
will get
statics screen.
every single detail about your question when you guys are watching the stream and asking questions. Now, let's try this again.
What of this? Because
Mochi says, also, are there any tips dealing with investigation for a newbie here? And maybe I'll just give it a go. I'll try
okay.
answering it.
there is strength in army.
There's strength in army for one of the previous
So
questions.
this is what I wanted to do. I have
Yes.
now 5 territories.
Ta-da!
New goal came up. Strength in army.
See what's on the menu.
So I will just have a little talk with very seasoned gentleman. Watch down.
You don't need to watch these cutscenes every time you play. There is
Skip.
beautiful dialogue, but
It's not mandatory. You can skip the cutscenes if you like and get right back to the action. Sorry, Mochi. Also, are there any tips to dealing with investigation for a newbie here? So the investigation will go up quicker on harder difficulties with the next update. At least that was from my experience. It seemed like it was the investigation progressed.
Kill
faster.
detectives.
Yeah, and kill detectives. So sometimes detectives will come in and clear a territory. It's one of yours or one of the other gang leaders. If you do a mission Does it have to be on that territory for the detective to spawn?
Nearby.
No,
It has to be
nearby.
nearby.
Yeah.
And the detective will show up. If you kill them, I think it drops it by 6%. Your investigation,
Something
roughly?
like I think like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Not 100%.
You saw Link's pick a boss card after he purchased an asset. That was to slow sheriff's investigation speed
That's
by
my
10%.
favorite one, actually.
Very useful. I usually go for those two at the beginning.
And there is an event to bribe someone in update 9.
Yes.
Yes, there'll be certain events that will happen where you can
So
slow down the investigation.
They happen in certain in certain time. And what they do is you are given opportunity to either do some action in the missions or pay some money in order to get the investigation down.
Welcome.
But this only appears when your campaign run is healthy. So if you are like lost all your guys and you are low on money, the Nasara will just decide to not give you this goal. So you fail sooner and you can retry.
So you want to make sure you have that cash on hand. It's toned down a lot. Flavio, I'm not sure if this is a question. Okay, no, I'm very sure now. Khan's red was toned down a lot, and the green from Dollar Dragon is darker instead. Same goes for the green character, UI, and heists. Get him.
I wanted to try to subdue him actually. I thought it doesn't work.
Which difficulty are you playing on?
Noob.
Normal?
Noob. Yeah.
You need to pick up the pace.
As I said, I'm not used to play on controller.
Let's bag this quick.
Is Intel during bank robbery supposed to start the heist midway, or is that a recent bug? I don't think it's a bug. It's kind of the same thing as it'll be like a random event. Sometimes the bank will start loud. Sometimes you'll be halfway through the mission, like the vault will be open. You can start.
I think it has some effect on that. But what it really does, the intel, is that it raises the money that you can get. So the more intel you have, the more money you can receive from that mission.
I also, when I get the intel, it lowers the risk factor. If it,
Yes, it actually can make the mission easier, which means that, for example, less guards will spawn or less cameras. So all these things are affecting the difficulty of these missions, and if you have intel, you basically have a better chance to succeed.
For sure.
I don't know if you
Success!
if you managed to notice this. I just noticed this now. The time is 5:01. I feel like we are here for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we had a lot of questions coming in. We were
So
talking the whole time or listening to
I'm
Yark
not, I'm
talk.
not saying I'm just saying so you notice.
Let's look at these donuts, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at it. I want to place a little bit. Promotions. I don't promote them. I don't think it's necessary to promote anyone. Yeah,
Show promotions.
but I don't do it. Why would I?
Show the tentacle.
What? Whom? This is different game.
SB Rampage, I don't think I've seen that question before. Probably a question that has been asked, but is there any plans in the future for map expansion for campaign? Any thoughts on that?
You mean like a Rockay City map?
No, I think they mean maybe like new turfs or something like that. Maybe like new areas. So no. From the reaction. Casey will be in with Update 9, Transfixer.
And I'll handle the rest, Chief.
She's in, right?
I've got your man a big
Yeah,
old
Play
mountain
Date.
of coke.
Or
And Update.
I would say not playable.
Before he gives us what he
you mean like
I trust my supplier
Skin.
boss character skin?
No.
Oh yeah, she's there. But you need to win the campaign a few times.
How many times? You don't remember, huh? I don't remember.
I don't know. You can take a look.
How?
So it seems the consensus is that people like the idea of more turfs, but I won't continue on that because
This is something that we acknowledge. Like we need more missions and more turfs, and like to bring variability. We are still building it. We have been building for more than a year now. And this is something that we need to go. Yeah?
So Flavio is now pointing out that we should show the cutting off strategy.
Can I actually?
I think
Like,
So here, the red counts.
I can do this. Yes.
So you can first show show the map.
No. What do you
So
want?
as you can see, this like red turf is like isolated. If I take the
This one.
upper town, which is there, I will isolate the north Edgewood, and by just one attack, I will conquer both of these territories. So this is like a super important strategy that you need to employ.
I heard one of the other community managers, Ben, call this method the tentacle strategy.
Oh, I was thinking a different tentacle. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm using the word tentacle strategy. It's like you cut the tentacles of the object.
Or it's like spreading out, right?
Oh,
So Lynx decided to go with a little bit less heisters.
that was the
Because he's feeling
maximum.
very
Okay, so
confident
This
in
was
his
my
abilities.
maximum, man.
But he is very good in shooting with controller,
As we have seen.
which means that he will be conquering this turf in no time.
I will be victorious.
I would advise you, for example, shooting at the cars to kill some of these enemies.
Oh, come on.
Also, hiding in covers.
Did you get the
Hiding
army?
behind cars,
Did
you
you
said?
upgrade your army tier before you went on this one?
Yes, but you need to wait a day.
Ah, right.
So
Here, hit brick.
Dragon 012652.
Shy.
Do you have a estimate when you're aiming for the next update to release? Not sure if it was mentioned and I missed it. Not to worry, it's coming out next Tuesday. Surprise! Coming out a little bit sooner than you were expecting.
you mean the update 9?
Update 9.
But if you are Dragon, if you are talking about update 10, it's been announced that it will come in summer. And we are actually already doing some things for that update, so
Yep.
it's coming as well, very soon.
And na. Show the map, Jackie.
So
We need to see the tentacle.
see, Lynx have attacked just
This.
Upper Town, and also North Edgewood was taken by just one turf war. So this is like a super important strategy that you should.
Love it when those pop up, that goal.
You mean
Strong arm con, yeah, strong arm.
But
like, yeah, yeah.
basically, make him your BITCH and let him pay you money.
That's right.
Yes.
So this goal is also very useful because you will just be asked to attack his territory once and do a mission against them. And if you do, he will offer you truce and give you some money, which means that you will get money and he will not attack at your territories. And you
Yes,
should not
but-
attack.
Yeah,
his
but if you
territories.
attack him back, then well, doesn't need to happen. Doesn't need to be a good idea, like that's necessarily.
Question from Brannon or CL Brannon. When we transfer our save from Epic to Steam, if we got all achievements on Epic, how will they be handled on Steam?
So, guys, I know that we have been recommending unofficially that you can copy the saves from your Epic folder to your Steam folders. But actually, it will not transfer the achievements correctly. So, because
not all of those are based on the save files.
if you do, you will probably mess up the achievements a little bit. So you will probably need to do some of them again.
Like it will not break the achievements permanently on Steam. It's just that some of those will not synchronize, basically.
But I think if you spend all your time to get all the achievements on Epic, I think you should stay on Epic. And if you love the game so much, I think you should start on Steam from fresh account.
Scratch.
Well,
Well,
But you don't have to. You can
you
leave
don't
your
have
save
to.
game.
It's your choice. We are fixing this in future version. You mean, David? You mean in the achievement?
oh shite. Die.
Okay, so the achievements copy paste unofficial migration will be fixed in the future version.
This was super ineffective.
Confirmed by David.
Die.
Good job. Nice. Showing off now.
I like playing against gangsters, especially because I like the shurikens and the knives and what's not, the throwing knives. I mean,
And the brick.
so you know that you can actually use a lot of those. Okay.
Get him.
What? Leave her.
I think you're still in.
Close to the new extraction.
Very
I
nice.
don't care anymore.
Show no mercy.
I have done what was wanted from.
The
Where
authorities
the
will
hell are
soon
you?
be on their way
So there is a question about robots. So robots,
extraction.
there is an event during the campaign where Sheriff basically makes a deal with Cagnari and gets robots for the police force. It's actually tied to investigation, I guess. So somewhat about, I don't know, day 7 or something. Sheriff Norris will get robots in his force, and because the crime in Rockay City is like going up so much that he needs robots. So if you don't do crime, there will be no robots. But actually, you need to do that in order to finish. So. And
It's a little bit of a conundrum.
Magyar was talking about multiplayer. So in multiplayer, if you do normal difficulty, there should not be robots. If you go for hard difficulty and extreme difficulty, there are, I think, 30% chance that police force will have robots.
Okay. We're on day 3. I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. We've gone a little bit over on the stream. What do you guys think?
Yes.
All right.
There was a question that I was reading. Will Jupiter's gym mission be fixed? Yes, we are actually looking at all of those to make them better, nicer, and everything.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys all for watching. Sorry we went a little bit over, but you guys had a lot of questions, and we were happy to answer them. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Please wish list the game on Steam if you want it on Steam. It really helps us out a lot. Guys, anything else you want to say before we close it down?
You are great, guys.
You guys
Really.
are
I
great.
would like to thank all the players, all the community members that we have. It's really a bliss to be on the Discord server and read all your fantastic comments. It really helps us morale and mood in the studio to have such a great guys.
Absolutely.
It's great.
And sorry for such the talk-heavy dev stream this time around. We just wanted to explain some stuff for people who haven't played the game before, and also sorry for Yark's hat. He
Please make a meme
no,
out of
it's
it.
too late. You've already worn it this long. Don't take it out
You
now.
know what meme I mean. Just make a meme out of it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll keep you updated with any new stuff going on in the community when we have more streams in the future.
When do we have the next stream?
So actually, next week we'll be probably streaming every day, just to celebrate, the
This is
big
news to
release.
Jack.
I heard it before, but it's being confirmed for the first time for me.
I don't know. I think we should be like streaming all day,
If that's something you guys would be interested in,
All day.
all night, and on the 18th there will be also some champagne involved,
okay, you've convinced me. I'm down to do it every day. All right, guys, let us know if that sounds good to you. We'll talk to you on the next one. Have a good week. See you guys later.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.